Okay, going live. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Bring this a little closer, probably. Checking 1, 2, and check. I'm just hoping this sounds all right for the most part. Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing, Cole? How you doing, JC? Good to hear from you. How's your Tuesday evening going? Gotta warm up the hands, man. The hands are not warming up yet. Gotta get them nice and loose. Alright, let's see here. You're doing good? That's good to hear, Cole. How am I doing? I'm doing not too bad, man. And JC, we gotta schedule your lesson, man. We gotta get you going. I know you won one of the free lessons last week, so we'll have to get you hooked up, man. But yeah, just kind of hanging out here, you know, getting the hands warmed up. Like I said, didn't really play much today. So you gotta forgive the slop, guys. It's a little sloppy, but it is all right. We'll make it work. Let's see. Gotta shake the hands up. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. What's going on, Mitch? How you doing? And you found a guitar for what now? For 20 bucks? That's crazy, man. A thrift store deal. Well, congratulations. I'm a little jealous. It was a red Mahar Telecaster clone. I'm not sure what a Mahar is, but it sounds pretty sweet, man. You want one of those ones too? JC, you weren't one of the ones that won? Oh, man. But thanks for thinking of you. Yeah, you know, there's a couple other people, and I can't remember exactly who they were now because they haven't got back to me at all. But hopefully they do get back to me. Yeah, let's see what we got here. You mean Stratocaster. Stratocaster, okay, my bad. Scrolling back down. Oh, yeah, I do 20 bucks for a guitar is killer. What's up, Cody? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I'm just kind of waking up the hands here, guys. You gotta forgive my slow fingers right now. Getting there. Trying to get there. We'll see what happens. Just got back from... Oh, I bet, man. But that was pretty cool. Living the dream, Cody. Awesome, man. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday out there. Anything exciting happened for you guys today? Did you work? Did you stay home? Anything? Any cool jams or anything? How did I get my strumming faster? Oh, practice stuff? Yeah, pretty much. It's just kind of sitting around doing metronome things, which I haven't really done a lot of today. Which I probably should. You guys get to hear me in the old metronome warming up. You have to bear with me. You're going to hear a bunch of clicking. But, we'll wing it here. But yeah, doing a lot of picking exercises kind of helps. you can do the backwards of. Or you like the forward motion one, like twice. That kind of thing. A little sloppy, but you get the idea. Won't bore you guys with too much of that metronome stuff. Working on those 2 lines of the worksheet you gave me, Mitch says. Can you do the top from memory now almost? Oh, awesome, man. That's killer. Yeah, you know, the more you do exercises like this, as boring as they are, they do get easier, I promise. It's not exciting, you know, sitting there. It's hard to get people to practice this kind of stuff because, I mean, most people don't want to sit there and hear this thing clicking, right? And you probably don't want to sit there and be like, right? You don't want to do stuff like that. And you probably don't want to count things like, that kind of thing. And I have the guitar turned down intentionally so you can kind of hear the clean. Right, if you're just playing without an amp or whatever. Less muddy that way, but let's see here. Enjoying the really warm day. Oh man, up to 81? That's crazy, man. Over here was like, I think 69 or 70, one of the two. Which is still kind of weird. Where I'm at, we usually don't get that kind of weather right away. It should be like lower 60s, you know, upper 50s, but be back in 30. No worries, Cody. Mitch says 1E and a 2E. Oh, okay, yeah. If you're counting 1E and a 2E, that's 16 notes. So that means you want to play 4 on the click, just to make sure you got that. So if you're doing 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a decka 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 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, right? Kind of like the hi-hat, like at some rock and roll songs, right? Or in rap songs. But remember that if you're counting 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and as silly as it sounds, you have to make sure you're counting the 4 beats on that one click. If you're doing eighth notes, that's half that, right? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's a regular rock beat kind of sound, right? So make sure you don't get those two mixed up. What is this? You go all the way up through each measure. Going back kind of screws you up. Measure 3 to measure 2. Yeah, it's kind of tricky, man. But I think you'll get it. I don't see that being a problem for you later on. It just takes time, dude. It's just muscle memory. The only reason I remember these shapes is because I've been playing them for like, I don't know, 15, 20 years. That's the only reason I remember these shapes. I can play them like that. Just sitting there every day, like, over and over in different places. So, okay, what's the next shape I want to try doing in this position or whatever? That's the only reason I remember this stuff, because there's some things that, you know, it's hard for me to remember, like, especially melodic minor shapes. They're really weird, like... What a weird sounding shape, right? What a strange sounding scale, right? So yeah, there's a lot of weird shapes out there, man. Hey, Michael Romeo, what's up, dude? Or Romero? I think of Michael Romeo because I'm thinking about Symphony X. So that's why I said that. I was like, Romero. Close enough. Michael Romero, Michael Romeo. Same difference, right? But yeah, Symphony X is awesome, man. I can't remember how to play a lot of the riffs, but I used to know a few of the riffs. It's been a while. What's that one song? Oh, yeah, that's wrong. Something like that. I don't remember. Like I said, I haven't played that in a long time, so it probably sucks. What do you think about songs with super noodly sounding riffs lines? Riffs? What do you mean by that? Like when you have like a jam or something, you're like. Like that kind of thing, or do you mean like the one we just did, the Symphony X one, because that has a fast little pattern? Oh, I know. Michael Romeo needs more respect, man. Well, you know, Symphony X in general, they don't get a lot of respect. Like, you know, unless you're talking to other guitar players, then okay, you know, and only a certain niche guitar player, right? Because obviously not everybody likes Symphony X or anymore, or these types of genres. People probably gonna be like, who? What are you talking about? But yeah, most people I mention Symphony X to, they're like, Symphony X, unless of course they're a nerd like, you know, me. No offense to anybody else that likes them. And you're like, oh yes, I remember that one song. Yes, that one cool, you know, Symphony X or Dream Theater song or whatever. Oh, okay, the modern prog sound. It's pretty cool, man. The modern generation of music is super inspirational. Like the way they're using timings and like their techniques and everything. It's above my understanding. Like, I'm not, you know, I don't consider myself a modern player. I try to kind of listen to modern music and take examples of things, but I'm kind of stuck in like a certain, I think, time period. But I do respect a lot of what they're doing, and I wish I could sit down and just look at it and be like, okay, let's buy a 7-string or whatever and figure it out. It's pretty creative. Guitar nerd here. You and me both, dude. You were talking about how certain moments with your teacher sound amazing, but it's because the part sounds amazing, or it's because that came before it? It's a good question. That is a good question. That's a tough one, man. You know, because if you take something out of context, right, without the rest of the music, I mean, does it still have the same effect? Probably not, right? And that's kind of the whole purpose of music, right? Like you're building up tension and creating a emotional response. So you're kind of leading to something, climax or whatever. I guess that makes sense. You love Symphony X too? Awesome, man. I'd love to hear that. Oh, no kidding. I didn't know that. I'll have to check out that then. Eternity's End. Let me go and type that on my thing here so I have it pulled up later. End. Yeah, we'll definitely be checking that out later, man. Yeah, I love Symphony X. I can listen to most of their songs, and I'll put it on in the background when I'm doing something, like if I'm cooking or if I'm like doing whatever. I'll just put like a little Symphony X on, because you know their songs can be like 16 minutes long sometimes, and you're sitting there like, all right, I think this will cover my whole cooking experience. I think this 16-20 minute song should work. Keeps it interesting. Oh yeah, Animals as Leaders, they're great. What's that guy's name? Tosin Abasi? Am I saying his name right? That guy's crazy, man, with the thumping thing and the fingers, the weird like selective picking he does. So trippy. The guy's a really talented dude. I don't understand what's happening in a lot of their music. Like I know there's structure and everything behind it, but it's way over my head. And like I'll listen to it and I could appreciate the music, but I can't get into it like I would like, I don't know, like a Steve Vai song, which is still kind of out there. And I think the reason is because it's over my head, like some of the time signature stuff that they do and like the crazy thumping. And it's really cool to listen to, like I said. It's just above my pay grade. Very cool stuff, though. You like the guitar sound from the band The Strokes? Yeah, they have pretty cool sounds, man. Their amp sounds pretty decent. I'm not sure what they're using. Like, what is that, a Vox or Marshall or something? Probably. Better late than never. Hey, what's up, Dorotio? How you doing, man? Good to see ya. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, and that goes for the rest of you guys as well. Hope you're all having a good Tuesday evening. I'm just kind of hanging out and screwing around with you guys here. You know, one thing I like to do, speaking of like modern techniques, is try to do more like different tapping things. Like instead of just tapping, like, I mean, I like the old tapping style too. Don't get me wrong. Like doing the whole, like that's cool. I like that. But I'm trying to get more into like doing certain arpeggio sequences. You know, if you're doing, I don't know. Something like that, you know? Right, that sounds kind of cool if you're just doing 2 notes. Like something like that, or somebody's tapping 2 different things, like just kind of playing around with notes. Just kind of fun to mess around with. Or doing these little octave things. I think I showed you guys octave things, like real tapping sequences like that, which seem kind of silly, but some instead of just doing the same old, like, yeah, I just want to sit here and be like, just rip off Van Halen. Just cool to do, and I like Van Halen's tapping thing. I don't want to just rip off a bunch of licks, you know? That's the hard part about playing. Trying to find something a little different, which is hard to do, man. It's really hard. Let's see here. I gotta go back up. Animals and leaders in Polyphia are amazing players, but to me it sounds like what my grandma would like metal to sound like. That's a funny way to put it, man. Like what, like grandma metal? I guess it kind of sounds like that. It's like R&B with distortion. Shit is not memorable like neoclassical 80s hard rock or metal. Yeah, it's a little different, that's for sure. Everything's changed so much, you know? And I can't say I've heard anything lately that really sticks out to me, like compared to like Vinnie Moore or like Steve Vai or, you know, whoever, Jason Becker. Like those guys obviously stood out, but modern stuff, I can't think of anyone that really stands out to me. Maybe Jason Richardson. That guy's really crazy. Obviously, like we just talked about, Tosin Abasi and those crazy guys doing their thumping and stuff. That's kind of memorable. But I can't think of like any other guitar player off the top of my head that's like, oh, that guy's sick. Ollie Herbert was really cool from All That Remains. You know, unfortunately, he passed away. Same thing with the guy from Children of Bodom. That guy was really good. What was his name? Alexei. I always pronounce the last name wrong. I don't know how you pronounce the last name, but Alexei. That guy was really cool. Let me go back here. That sounded cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Hell yeah, nice. Well, I'm glad you guys like that random tappy stuff. It sounds like somebody practicing a rhythm exercise. Is saying that sounds like when I played Yngwie for my dad, and he said it sounded like he was practicing scales. Yeah, I guess every generation is going to have that moment, right? We're all going to kind of come across that, I don't know, we call it like milestone of age, where we look at music and we're like, oh yeah, you know, that's not, you got to listen to the good stuff. Kind of like our forefathers and such. You've seen Polyphia, Animals as Leaders, Arch Echoes over 4 times. Can't remember anything. Wow. Yeah, I would imagine that's a lot of stuff in their songs, man. It'd be a lot of stuff to memorize, like, you know, sound wise. I'll listen to Polyphia or whatever, and I don't remember a lot of the stuff either, to be honest with you. Sounds really cool. I just don't know, like I said, half the stuff they're doing. I used to kind of remember what was that song they did? The goat one. I kind of tried practicing that. It's been a long time. I don't even remember how that goes anymore. It was like, how did that go? No, I don't remember anymore. Yeah, I can't remember the first part of that anymore. It's been so long now. But I remember the little... Yeah, I can't remember that anymore. I gotta look it up now. It's gonna bother me. So I used to remember how to play that riff, and now I don't. Like, where is that at? Once I see it, I'll be like, oh, that's what it was. Silly. Let me just click that thing real quick.